We should change the name of the show to Technical Fucking Difficulties, but check, got that out of the way. So now we're live. Jesus Christ, bro. What is going on, all you snapperheads around the friggin' land? It is time for the commission. Sorry about a little bit of a delayed start here. We were having some, technical difficulties.
Just a little.
Yeah, having a few little issues. You know what I mean? But we appreciate anybody hanging around, anybody coming in to hang out with us. Let's just address the elephant in the room, shall we? Last week, I tried to fight my staircase and I lost. Hey, there's no other way to put it. Okay, I fell. I went head first into my stairs. I took out an entire corner of my stairs. Like the entire corner of the stairs is like gone.
Oh, this is too good.
Okay, I got a pretty big knot. All in all, I think the stairs took the worst of the damage. I still don't think I won this fight, though.
You were overdue. That's all I'm going to say is you were overdue. That's it. You were overdue. Holy shit, Tevin.
Do you see what that is? Holy Santa Claus shitting on a fucking gnome. It is Kevin himself. How the hell are you? Hope all is well, sir. What is going on, Al? How you doing tonight? I saw Travi in here too. I hope you're doing well, sir. Yeah, so I decided to fight my stairs. Just a little, for your own benefit of information here. Headbutting your stair walls is not a good idea. It doesn't end well. You all saw, I had another head growing out of my forehead, basically. It wasn't the best of weeks. We are trying to do this every other week, and unfortunately, last week, I fought the wall and the wall won. So here we are. And then this week we are minus Dan. He's got some stuff going on. Dan, brother, get better. We hope all is well. I'd say something nice to you right now, but you'd probably just tell me to go fuck myself. So let's just save all that stuff.
Yeah, but everybody send good vibes to Dan. Dan, we love you. Get healthy. And right there, you bitch.
So what's going on, old man? How the hell's life? Congratulations on making it another week.
I didn't think I would. I'm finally over this illness that I've had. Oh, my God.
The never-ending fucking cold that's going around? Yeah.
And the coughing and the running. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it just got to my daughter up at her college. It's the same exact thing, basically.
Dude, I couldn't breathe for like 2 weeks. Oh.
It sucks because whatever it is also hits your sinuses, which is already going fucking bonkers this time of year to begin with. But I had a story. I don't know if I actually shared this story with you or not.
Bring it.
I don't know if I did. But I had a story that I found interesting, and I thought we should put it on the air and see what everybody else thinks of it, and also see what everybody else thinks would have happened if this situation were reversed. Now, I'll explain that to you as we go a little bit further here. So, about 2 weeks ago now? Yeah, 2 weeks ago, I was getting an Uber. I had a doctor's appointment down north. So I get the Uber. I'm waiting. And, Uber says, oh, 5 minutes away, 4 minutes away. Then it said it was 1 minute away. So I went outside. As the Uber pulls up, nice white truck pulls up and stops. Lady sitting in the driver's seat. She was a darker complexioned Spanish person. This is important for this conversation. That's why. Hold on. I am the complexion of an iPhone flashlight, and I had just shaved my head and had the beard.
Oh, God.
So she pulls up. I walk towards the car. As I go to get to the car, she rolled down her window and said, I'm sorry, we don't give rides to people like you. Rolled up her window and pulled off.
Chef kiss. The curse working overtime.
Just
Oh,
drove away and didn't take me out of her car. Like didn't end my ride. So now if I cancel the ride, Uber's gonna charge me because they think I'm trying to ditch and not pay for the bill.
oh.
So I'm sitting here going, well, my appointment's in like 10 minutes. I'm gonna be late now. I don't know what to do. I reach out to Uber. It takes forever. They finally get me a ride. I missed my appointment. I said something to Uber. They said, we'll look into it. Quick question here, and this is a very serious question here. If those roles were reversed, sir, how many news outlets do you think would have been carrying the story right now?
Oh, dude, you'd have been nationwide for a hate crime. You really would have. You'd have been having protests outside your house.
I was kind of like, wow, really? Like, and I thought there was something wrong with me, but you know, I was like, she really just peeled off on me and said that. If I had said it the other way, forget it. Forget it. Like, you know, like my daughter would have had to change her last name by now because she's getting harassed so much over it.
Yeah.
All Uber did was say, oh, we'll look into it.
Sam walking around school with like the hoodie pulled up tight, you know. With
Right. And guess what? Here's the funny part. You ready? If it was the other way, I would expect no less because that would be a scumbag thing of me to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That would be a scum move. The fact that Uber said, oh, well, we'll look into it was like, oh, so nothing's going to happen, huh?
Not a damn thing.
Nothing. I emailed corporate. I was like, nothing's going to come of it. Nothing. And we were supposed to be live last week. So I was going to let it all out last week. And then, of course, I fought the wall and the wall won. And we didn't get to have the show. And I couldn't tell everybody. But quite literally, this Uber driver literally rolled up and was like, we don't give rides to people like you. And peeled off. Now, self-awareness just a little bit here, folks. Again, I'm a 6'4", bald-headed white guy with the beard, and I was wearing my Freedom Charlie Kirk shirt. So I'm going to go ahead and guess she just thought the worst of me, period, based off of stereotypes and assumptions. Whatever. I wouldn't have even made that big of a deal of it if she'd have canceled the goddamn ride so I could have gotten another Uber. She didn't even cancel the ride. She just left me in the car with her, metaphorically, if you will. Like, and I'm like, okay, I can't get another one. And then Uber charged me when I canceled. Well, fuck you. You're not charging me because you got racist drivers. That's not, and it is racism. I don't care if I'm white. You can be racist towards me. And if you don't agree with that, well, you know, suck the dark side of my ass. I don't give a fuck. Like, reality is reality. And that's what this was.
God.
Let's go.
Who the fuck is that? Dixie? Is that Shaky?
I don't know. Maybe. I hope so. Be good to see him.
I know he messaged me earlier asking if we were back. I'm like, well, kind of.
Yeah. I tagged him. I tagged him and everything. And hey, listen, guys like Shaky, like Trav, Johnny Grooms, even Ellie. People like that, if they ever want to come on and just bullshit, whatever, you guys are always all welcome. We don't give a fuck. This show is not any, like, if we were taking ourselves serious, we'd actually be worried about people getting mad at stuff we do or say. So, you know.
A fucking.
Hell no, that ain't me. I'm Shaky, you jackasses. See? Look what you did. Look what you did.
We love you, brother. Welcome back, man.
What's going on, Shaky? Hope all is well, brother. Hope all is well. So
as you're being a racist and Superman punching a microwave.
Yeah, I did that too. I fell and yeah.
Right.
I've been falling a lot over the last couple months. I don't think it had any small thing to do with the fact that the old chair I had broken and I really wasn't sleeping that well. The new one here has been saving me. So let's see the stairs. I
Okay,
don't know how to screen share.
go watch The Exorcist. You know those stairs with like the really bad lights and the weird people falling down? That's Joe's stairs. You can go ask Johnny Grooms. He walked them and he was afraid to go up the 13 steps.
I don't know how to, yeah, I would show you the wall. I mean, you can, you know, I don't know how to share stuff though.
So like I say, as you were Superman punching a microwave, we had just as an offshoot before we get to the fun, had a weird experience at my local gaming store Saturday. It was one of those that it warmed your heart and you go, this is a fucking great store. There was a young man in there, maybe 7, maybe. But watching him interact with everybody and everybody interacting back with him like he's a longtime vet, it was just amazing to watch this kid, the look on his face and the smile. I was like, yeah, this is a store I love. Not
there you
like
go.
You've been in those stores where they're like, why the fuck are you here?
Yep. Yeah. There's actually a gaming store up by my daughter's school called something Nest. And it's, dude, let me tell you something. It's the kind of store we all wish we had near us. Literally. It's the kind of place, first of all, it's fully set up with every card game, every tabletop game you can think of. It then has cosplay stuff and tons of it. And then the owner, when they opened up their new location, he set up an entire kids area filled with just kids comic books, toys, and they're incredibly welcoming. Like, we were there the one time just killing time until we had to go pick up Sam. Yeah. And I was looking at the stuff that you like, actually, the Warhammer stuff and all that. And the guy comes over and he's like, oh, here, check this out. And he took me into the back where they actually play their games and everything and have their tournaments. He had his army already set up. And I guess he called it a trial army that he has set up. And he literally showed me how to play the game real quick. He just was like, here, look, check it out, this and that, da da da. And I'm like, cool, great, awesome. I don't have 10 grand to drop on this right now, but still, like, looks amazing. I would love to get into it. I don't have the pockets for it.
It was just cool watching this young man line up games.
Yeah.
And having people, if you want to help painting, I'll help you. Hey, look, I've got these extra miniatures. You can have them.
Right.
I was like, this is what I was raised in. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Where's Dickie Dan? Dickie Dan is not feeling well tonight. He'll be back with us in a couple weeks, but, you know, all the best to him. Got to take care of yourselves first. This is just a bunch of us up here talking shit and having fun. So.
Dan's gonna kill me for this, but I don't care. If you're missing Dan, go to your refrigerator, get a can of Pepsi, put it on your table, and just have it say "fuck you" every 20 minutes. There's Dan.
We doing tournaments there. Not sure. Yeah, you know, that's actually where these stores make their biggest income, if you will, is by hosting the tournaments and stuff like that, because then you get gamers from everywhere, not just your specific town. People from all over wind up coming in because they want a shot to win the tournament, especially, I don't know about Warhammer, but like, especially for like Flesh and Blood or Magic, if it's a ranked game where you can actually add to your ranking worldwide by going to this tournament and winning, people come from all around then because they're trying to get invited to the bigger events and have a shot at making money. So listen, man, if you have a local card shop or something like that by you, go check it out. Because you'd be surprised at the shit they have in there. Right. Try and support local small business. It's important.
I think it's called Best Coast Pairings that like Games Workshop uses to help people get matches. And it's neat to have people. Yeah, I saw that. I'm not giving Gary. No. Fuck you, Gary. Love you, but fuck you.
Why do I just have this image of Gary lying in bed and his wife going, why in the fuck do I hear these two idiots while I'm trying to sleep? Like, why am I listening to these two fucking morons while I'm trying to sleep? Yeah. So before we get into all the fun, there was a question. First of all, NGL was having some issues this week. Where I'm not really sure what was happening. A lot of the questions weren't showing up. Now, I will say this, guys, just so you know, NGL has updated their terms, if you will, that they find offensive. And any of the words that you put in there that they think are offensive, they just won't show your comment. It'll show me that somebody left something, but when I click on it, there's nothing there. Just be aware of that. You know what I mean?
You only sent me 4?
That's what I'm saying. Like, half of them wouldn't work. I had to write so many of them down because it wouldn't let me take screenshots. And then there was at least 8 of them that when I clicked on them, there was just nothing there. So I'm not sure entirely what happened. However, there was one that somebody left. And yeah, let's just get this out of the way. Let's just, rip the Band-Aid off here real quick. No, I did not watch this. I'm sorry. The question was, did you watch Ken's live? He called you a piece of shit. No, I didn't watch Ken's live. It wasn't piece of shit, by the way. It was piece of, and then it was a $, one of those Greek hieroglyphic things. Somebody knows that they can't write shit without getting in trouble, basically, on NGL. But I didn't watch it. I don't care. I don't think he did because nobody else said anything to me. And whoever you are, I think you're just trying to stir up shit. I don't care if he did. Like, I didn't watch.
I can debunk that right now. I watched his comeback show. I didn't hear that at all. And I watched a bunch of his show tonight, and he had a country music artist on. You weren't mentioned at all.
Yeah, so I think somebody's just trying to stir the pot. I think people absolutely love drama. I think people are trying to fan the flames here. I'm going to just say this here now and be done with this. Me and Ken have nothing to do with each other anymore. Nothing. As long as his show is sponsored by the company that ripped off my charity event, there's nothing me and him have to say to each other. I have nothing negative or positive to say about him. And I don't think he's got anything to say about me either. He's going to go do his thing, and we're going to do ours. Leaving comments and questions about Ken aren't going to get you what you want out of life. If what you're trying to get is me and him going back and forth, and I don't got time for all that shit. I got a kid in college. I got a life. I got bigger things to worry about. I'm sure him and his friends got things to protest and cry over. Like, everybody's got their own shit. Leave that shit on. Go ask him. If he said it about me, go ask him why he called me. Have fun. Ask him.
We even talked about this last week once we went off the air. We knew this was going to come up this week. And I'm saying we because I'm going to speak for Joe. We said what we had to last week when every question was about Ken. I hold nothing against Big Head. I don't give a shit. Let him do his thing. Let him have fun. As long as he's happy, good on him. I've got 3 women in my house. Mathematically, I'm owed a fucking win. And one day I want to collect that.
Gee, if you're going to be around, tell Johnny you want to go. Well, I don't know. Johnny's kind of far from here. But if you find yourself in my neighborhood, my neck of the woods, you want to go to Christo's Wake and Steak and go get a cheesesteak and some corn nuggets. You can thank me later. Okay? You can thank me later. Yeah, no, I'm with you. What was said was said, and that's that.
And I hope, here, clip this, please. Clip this. Bring it in, motherfuckers. Who cares? I'm not about the YouTube drama. I don't give a shit. You want YouTube drama? Go over to the First Amendment community. Those First Amendment auditor fuckers. Go over there and have fun. I'm watching somebody today who's melted down for 22 hours online. Gee, this is the same motherfucker who slandered me. Everybody in his inner circle abandoned him, but he's the victim. There's your drama. Ken's living his life. Ken's doing his thing. Joe's doing his thing. I'm doing mine. And Dan's out there probably hunting sheep. Who knows?
Yeah, Shaky, it's because of, listen, most of this comes from the fact that he continues to put up that Bearded Coast is sponsoring his thing, and everybody knows my feelings on Bearded Coast. That's between me and Bearded Coast and the lies that they keep telling people about how they were never. Now the newest lie, they were never even part of the event. That's the newest one. But whatever, that's between me and them. I have nothing to do with anything he does, anything they do anymore. So again, just give it a rest, okay? I know you want to hear me yell about something? Ask me about like fucking Harry or Dean or one of those idiots over on TikTok. I can yell about them all day long.
No.
Fucking.
Ooh. I'm gonna piss off Joe. I'm gonna piss him off right now. I got something good for him. Ready, Joe? Let's get the angry Joe. Do you buy your gravy? Notice how I put it that way at the store. See, look, I got the vein in his head. I got the vein in his head.
I appreciate the fact that you at least called it by the right thing. But no self-respecting fucking North Jersey Italian buys shit from the store. Thank you very much.
Here's your second. I saw this today on Instagram. I had to die laughing. I wanted to send it to you. Do you use olive oil as a moisturizer?
All right. So
you just blew that one off. I love it.
Some of the other questions that we got are very interesting. One of them, the first one, you ready for this one, old man?
Bring it.
Would you fight a gaggle of geese?
Fuck yeah.
I don't even know if that's the correct terminology to use, by the way.
That's the exact correct terminology. Those motherfuckers, when they're coming down from Canada and landing in my quad out here, they shit everywhere and do things. Bye.
I wish Sam was watching right now. She would tell you, my best friend, her Uncle Gabe, he fucking hates geese. One of Sam's memories that she still tells people to this day is us pulling out of GameStop and there being a whole group of geese in the parking lot and Gabe circling back around and taking a handful of pennies and throwing it at the fucking geese. He fucking hates geese. He hates them. So he would gladly fight them. Me, I don't know. There's something weird about their necks. It freaks me out. I'm good.
There's something perfect about Silent Bob fucking up some geese.
It's something about their neck. I don't know. It's fucking creepy. And no, I'm good. I don't. Pineapple. I'm not fighting the goose. I'm not doing it.
He's safe word.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I forgot.
I'll kick the shit out of a duck, but I'm not fighting the goose. Nope. That's why God made like Rottweilers and shit. I'll go get a dog. Dog will fuck the goose up. I'm not fighting the goose. Pineapple. I don't do that. Hey, would you, as hard as you can, hit your kid in the face for $1 billion?
Which kid? Hold on. Watch. I'm gonna give you a live reaction, but hold on. I got to bring a little brat here, so hold on a moment.
Hey, anybody in the chat, would you guys hit a kid for $1 billion?
Oh no, you're gonna see a live reaction, and I want you to ask him that question just so you can see it live.
I love you, Sam. Love you to death. I would apologize.
Daddy needs some new shoes, Sam. Sorry.
Listen. You'll be able to buy whatever you want afterwards. We just got to get through. It's $1 billion here, guys. Like, there's not much you won't do for $1 billion.
Thank you. Like those Instagram skits, it's like, would you hit your mom for $40? Bam! You know? And the girl's like, what? I want my money.
Whoever put this question up, I guarantee you they watch the YSK podcast. I guarantee it.
You're going to get asked the question by your Uncle Joe. So everybody, move over a little so they can see your face. Okay. Go ahead, Joe. Ask him.
The question was, would you hit your kid in the face as hard as you can for $1 billion?
Do you see that smile? He knows who's getting hit. Do you see that smile?
With a B.
With a B.
With a B.
I'm breaking something on you for $1 billion.
Right
Now get
Listen, for $1 billion, he's like, listen, Dad, do your worst, and then just make sure you buy me whatever the hell I want afterwards.
right.
Like,
He's out there laughing right now and agreeing with you.
how did you wind up in the hospital? My dad punched me in the face. That's horrible. No, not really. Afterwards, he bought me a brand new Porsche, so we're good. like everything's fine. He bought me a mansion afterwards. I'm not even old enough to go out yet on my own, but I own a fucking $40 million mansion, so it's cool.
Yeah, he has gotten big. Every so often, I got to re-exert authority in the house to make sure he doesn't feel he's getting that big, Just catch him off guard.
Now you can reassert authority and make money. See, this question was built for you.
I'm just saying. That's why I said, which kid? Cuteness factor? No. The brat? Well, some days. But him? Bam!
Oh, shit. Dan's not here to answer this, so we'll answer it for him.
Oh, God.
Does Dan actually hate all of you guys? Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
He puts up with us because we pay him.
Dan, let me tell you something. It wasn't until more recently, that Dan has actually let it slip a few times that he does like us. He doesn't do it intentionally. You got to read between the lines. But every now and again, he lets it slip, and you're like, I knew it.
Exactly. I can just see him right now going, fuck you, Joe. Fuck you, Chris.
Yeah. I can see him looking at the screen going, fuck both of those idiots. What the fuck do they know? But yeah, no, probably. He might hate us. That's okay.
There is no problem.
He hates you guys more than he hates us because, he willingly hangs out with us. So.
Because we pay him.
Oh. Why? This one's for me and you. Well, it might have been for Dan, too. I don't know if they know Dan's political
Oh, God.
stances in life. Why? Actually, maybe this is for me. Why did you leave the left is what the question is.
I was never a member of the left.
I'm going to guess this is actually for me. This got to be somebody who knows me in my personal life.
Yeah, I've never been accused of being a Democrat in my life, so.
So I grew up in New Jersey. That kind of comes part and parcel of growing up in New Jersey is being spoon-fed that, you're a Democrat. Like that, literally, I mean, it's just the way things are around here. Like, people ask all the time, how'd you vote? I don't really, because it doesn't matter in this state. Well, at least when it comes to the presidential election. Local elections are different, but presidential-wise, I don't think I'm ever going to see the day a Republican wins New Jersey. Though I know Trump got closer than most have. Still, I don't think we'll ever see the day. Personally, I walked away because they just went way too far into their own ideology. Like, they went way too left. It's too much for me. And I'm not saying I'm a full-fledged fucking Republican either. I can't identify with people who don't know what a woman is. I'm sorry. I was raised in a common sense world. If you can't tell me common sense answers, when your answers have to have a dictionary and a thesaurus for me to understand what the fuck you just tried to say to me.
I still can't believe that question was asked in Congress. What is a woman? It was asked. I'm like,
it should be the easiest answer in the history of answering a fucking question, but it isn't. So things like that. You know what? You know who's a good person to compare me to right now? Bill Maher. In all honesty, that's kind of where I fall at this point. My ideals and my way of thinking hasn't changed. Their way of doing things has changed. So because of that, I have swayed and I've moved on in life. But it's concerning when you do a deep dive into some of the shit going on. It's fucking insanity. Chris said,
Right there, Shaky. Right there.
people are just stupid as fuck. Yeah. No, that's an accurate way of putting it. Yeah, so I guess that's my walk away story. I didn't really walk anywhere. But yeah, again, it wasn't like I just woke up one morning was like, fuck that. They changed their ideologies and they went so far over that it's way too much for me. And to be honest with you, most people who are parents of children, we're never going to be okay with coming in second when it comes to making a choice for our child. We're never going to be okay with the school or the government being able to overrule our parenting.
Well, like I've said before, don't come out here to Washington State with some of the laws with certain things.
My brother, I'm in New Jersey. It ain't much better out here.
I brought this up before, and it's an actual law in Washington State. Now, if my son wants to transition, and I'm against it, he can turn himself into Child Protective Services.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
They will take charge of him, get him the surgery, and now I have to go to counseling just to talk to him. It's law out here.
It's kind of crazy how things have gone, and to look at the way things are, and then to see people who are part of the Democrat Party who are like, I don't understand why people say these. Well, because you're the ones doing these things. Like, when you really step back and think about this, them running against Trump a third time should have been the easiest win in the history of winning presidential election wise.
Agreed.
It really should have been. Everybody knew who he was. There was nothing new to learn about him. This wasn't like, and instead you did so much damage and did so many things that you just completely shit the bed, and then you wanted to blame everybody else or your pants while you were on live TV. One of the two. One of those things happened. But yeah, I don't get too much into the whole thing, but I will also say that this man, he played a big part in a lot of it too. He was if you haven't yet, go read some of his books. They're pretty amazing. So rest in peace to him. So yeah, that's it. Again, like I said, I think Bill Maher is a good gauge for me. I didn't change. It was everything around me that changed. They went fucking. The cheese went off the fucking cracker.
They went too far to one side, in my opinion. I mean,
you think?
I like making this joke, and I know it's going to piss some people off, and I really don't care. There's only one Democrat I really like, and that's Fetterman. And he had to have a stroke to actually start making sense.
Yeah, he's the one for Pennsylvania, correct?
I think so. He's the one who beat Dr. Oz. He's the guy who always walks around in gym shorts and a hoodie.
Yes, yeah. I like him. Unfortunately, he's probably going to wind up losing everything soon because his own party's turning on him at every turn. But, so, how do you go from that to this?
Okay.
Whatever. Have you ever farted alone and offended yourself?
Yes. After a heavy night of drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon, yes. I had to air freshener my room just to even walk back in my room after that fart.
I think everybody's done this. I think everybody's done this. I honestly, anybody who says they haven't is full of shit. Like, all of us have been alone in a room, let one go, and then went, "Ooh, shit! Did I do that?" Like, God damn.
I've had a courtesy flush myself. All right.
Yep. Yeah.
You're like, nope.
I think this is a universal thing. I think we've all had those moments, and we've also all had those, where you let a nice long one rip out, and then at the end you're like, "Ooh, was that? Nope, I'm okay. Okay, whoo." I'm okay.
Yeah, no wet butt. I'm good. Woohoo! At my age, trust me, I don't trust any fart.
My grandfather gave me words of wisdom in life. May God rest his soul, the greatest man I ever knew. He told me after the age of 40, never trust a fart. That's what he told me. After the age of 40, do not trust a fart. And if you sneeze, be prepared to throw something out. Like you blow your back out, fucking neck spasms, or you broke your fucking elbow. Like you did something.
Let a fucking toaster go off early. You're on the floor with a thrown out back, you know? Oh, dear God.
So, yeah, no. Everybody has done this. And anybody who says they hasn't, lying. They are lying horribly to you. They've done it. Yeah, I'm not even going to entertain this one.
No, go ahead. No, we don't pull punches. Come on. Come on. Come on. I had to read all that Ken shit last week because I knew someone was trying to stir up trouble. Come on. Bring it.
Yeah, I didn't realize this one was here. I should have just got it done earlier. The reality is, you know that the more you mention his name, the more it proves how much better he is than you guys. Signed, your friend in Kentucky.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that Drew?
I have no idea. And I don't know who he was talking about. I have no... Like, I think some people are still stuck in 2023, 24? I don't know, whatever it was. Some people are still stuck there.
Go back.
They got to get a new life.
I ain't got time for that fucking drama. Like I said, I got 3 kids, 2 YouTube channels, and a wife to keep happy. I don't care if Ken hates me. I don't care if he likes me. We're cordial. I'm good. You know, I was in his live earlier tonight saying hello. He waved at me. I was like, at least I didn't get a middle finger in a band. I'm good.
Here's an interesting one. Your thoughts on Candace Owens?
I really, honestly don't have any because I've been weaning myself off with certain things. I know she's done like this complete 180 from what I can see, and I'm like, you do you, girl. Have fun.
Oh, you could say that. You could also just say that she went back to how she... The reality is, if you watched her back in the beginning, she was a liberal. That's what she was. And when she didn't gain traction as a liberal, when her content wasn't really sparking, if you will, she then began to change and become more Republican-based. She definitely rode the Trump train the first time, and even the second time around, definitely. I think she's just gone more back to who she actually was. The stuff with Charlie is concerning. Like the stuff with Charlie, like her saying Charlie came to her in a dream, and that kind of shit concerning. And I do wish that she would just leave Erica the fuck alone, but. Other than that, like, this is a woman who literally was like a tabloid if you watched her show.
Yeah.
She would talk about, like, Taylor Swift and Kanye West and whether or not Bridget Marcone's got a dick. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
okay, well, that one I agree with, all right?
I know, but I'm just saying, like, that, who she is. And because of situations, she got taken a lot more seriously than she probably should have. She was on the Daily Wire, all that kind of stuff. She then tried to play the victim on the Daily Wire, which I was like, well, when you're on a network owned by a bunch of Jewish guys, maybe you shouldn't bash Jewish people. Like,
dude,
I don't know.
We have a celebrity in the chat. We got a rock star. What is going on, Ben?
2 people in this world. People who pee in the shower and liars. It's true. He's not wrong. He's right. I will say this, though. Regardless of how you feel about her politics or whatever, I don't personally care for her. She did make one special that is worth watching. It's the one she did about George Floyd. If you haven't watched it yet, go give it a watch. It is worth a watch. It is.
Oh, this is gonna make me sound like a racist. I don't give a shit about that man. I understand he died. I understand there's a fuck ton of controversy around it. Was it because of Chauvin's knee on his neck? Was it because of the meth or whatever in his system? The man did not deserve 3 state funerals. He held a knife to a pregnant woman's belly and said, I'm going to cut this kid out of you. That is not a man who changed the world.
That's what I'm saying.
Criminal.
Her documentary that she did, her deep dive into, was actually really, like, very informative. She really uncovered a lot of things. It wasn't just about him, but it was centered at the time that all that had just happened. So that's actually worth watching. I personally don't care for her. I've never really, her voice drives me fucking insane. It really does. She sounds very much like my ex-wife. God help me.
No.
I just,
No.
I hope my daughter's not watching. God help me. I just can't do that shit. But, you know, whatever. I don't really have a feeling about her either way. I never took her that serious because one of the shows I watched to her, she was talking about the dress Taylor Swift wore to some award show. And then in the very next sentence, she's talking about a political atmosphere. And like, it just all was very odd for me. So personally, I never cared for her, but you know, you do you. Yeah. I'm gonna guess the same person put this. Were you a Charlie Kirk fan? Absolutely. Huge fan of Charlie's. The world lost a good one, a really good one in him. And
what made me kind of a fan of Charlie Kirk was the South Park episode. When everybody got a controversy about it, he went, why? It's fucking funny. And he changed his avatar to Cartman.
Yep.
That made me a fan of him. He was able to look at it and laugh at himself, which I think a lot more people need to be able to do.
Yes. Yeah. All of us probably, for the most part, depending on the age groups, but most of the people watching and people who will watch, we are all from a generation where we made fun of each other ruthlessly.
Thank you.
That's how you knew you were friends. Like, you wrote it, you made fun of each other, never ending. And you laughed about it. We're from the world where it was okay to laugh at yourself, to look at something and go, oh, that's actually funny as hell. And not get offended by every fucking thing that somebody says. I watched a video the other day of some woman in full tears because a guy walked by her in the aisle and farted.
Dude, I think I've told you this story. I introduced my kids to Mel Brooks movies. Okay. Those will never, ever be made again. Blazing Saddles can never be made nowadays. And the funny part is, you know, the boy I'm going to punch for $1 billion, he had tears coming out of his eyes watching it. He's like, I'm glad you have that DVD because that's probably a hate crime now.
Probably.
You know, comedy, laughing at yourself, laughing at your insecurities, laughing at your happiness. If you can see the shit Joe and I have said to each other behind the scenes, and we've never taken it seriously, I mean, come on.
But you can't, listen, my friend group growing up, like, we all talk about it. In today's world, if we were just out hanging out, we'd probably wind up getting arrested just for the things we said to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how else to say it other than this. We were like the United Nations friend group. There was a little bit of everything, if you will. And we threw every racist joke we could at each other. Like, I mean, quite literally, it was almost like you would go home at the end of the day and go, okay, that motherfucker got me tonight, but I'm going to get his ass. Hold on. I'm going to make sure I got ammo for the next time. Like,
this last weekend, the Cuteness Factor got to go on a play date and, you know, a little sleepover. So I had to bring the brat, which is Amber, to the grocery store to help bag. So we're walking down an aisle, and my kids know if I'm picking on you, everything's great, everything's fine. So Amber's doing her thing, and I'm like, "You're an idiot. You're a moron. Oh my god, why are you my kid? Fuck! You're the best I could do." And this woman turned around and raised her fist, and I looked at her and I went, "Please swing. I need the time off. Just please swing." I'm like, "You want to hit me?" And my kid's over there smiling her ass off, knowing how loved she is and how cared about she is. You know?
Listen,
Oh. And yes, Ben,
again, different eras. We're from a generation where, you know, if I said something stupid in the store, my father would knock me upside the head. Like, hey, stop being a fucking moron. Not like viciously, but still, like, you know, a little whoop.
a little Gibbs slap right upside the back of the head.
Nowadays, like, if you did that shit, there'd be a fucking full SWAT team waiting for you as soon as you came out of the goddamn store. It's just a different world. Like, they get offended by everything. Did you ever watch that fucking Caleb Hammer shit? The guy who does the financial advice?
Yeah.
The one girl was like, I can't get a job because my dog has separation anxiety. If you can't take care of you, you can't take care of a dog. You got to figure something out here.
Dude, like watching some of these people, what was it? PBJ? It's like Paul something, whatever, he's a millionaire. He went on that show, where you have like one conservative and 20 people who hate him.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Okay, I'll offer you a job right now."
And yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy's like, "Well, what salary? What's this? What do I get? How do I get this? Give me this. Give me that." Yep. And he's like, "I offered you a job. Are you going to take it or not?" And he's like, "Well, you need to meet my standards." And I'm like, "That's why you're unemployed, motherfucker." Aaron Rodgers, what's up, man?
What's going on, hey, Ron? Yeah, no, listen, my generation didn't do that. We just went and got a fucking job. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're gonna literally go out on interviews and interview the guy trying to hire you, like, well, how do you feel about the conflict overseas? He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care. He wants to know if you can stock shelves or not. If not, get the fuck out. That's that. Like,
can you show up and put in 40 hours? All right, let's move forward.
Oh, that's the new thing too. The complaining about 40-hour work weeks. Like, what? What do you mean 40 hours? My father never worked 40 hours. Never. Routinely, that man worked 60 hours a week. It's called being a blue-collar man. That's just the way life goes.
Huh. An Italian in Jersey who didn't work 40 hours. I'm thinking your dad had a bunch of envelopes stocked up somewhere. Mafia joke, guys. Clip it.
I said he worked more than 40 hours, jackass.
Just fun to make mafia stuff at you, okay? Come on.
I would love to see some of these fucking morons who are out here complaining and whining about it. Go fix a car. Please, try and fix a car. I beg you.
Not just a car. Have a paper route. At Thanksgiving. Deliver Thanksgiving Day papers. Remember way back when they had all the sales in the paper and your
the fucking things were fucking... You're throwing them, you could take somebody out.
Exactly. Go job with the paper route. And Aaron, congrats on school, brother. I hope you're doing well, man. I really, really do.
Congratulations, bro. Good for you. All right, somebody went on a tear of stuff we used to do on Meet Your Maker. Here we go. Ready? Godzilla or King Kong?
Well, I live with a monkey, so I'm going to go with Godzilla.
Can you see my poster? Gojira all day long. Godzilla. Godzilla makes Kong his bitch 9 times out of 10. That simple. Okay? Kong just does and gets all worked up. Godzilla's an actual kaiju. He's got real powers. He's an actual beast. Kong is just, he's just big and strong. Whatever. But no, it's Godzilla all day long. Twice on Sundays. I don't want to answer this one. Bruce Lee or Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris beat Bruce Lee, didn't he?
Well, in the movie, Bruce Lee wins. In the movie, Bruce Lee wins. If the only time I ever saw an interview where Bruce Lee said he thought he could lose to somebody was Chuck Norris. That's the only one I ever saw him say that he thought he could, because Chuck was an actual competitive karate person. Like he actually competed in kickboxing and karate. It's so I'm gonna go with the Michael. I don't know if you ever watched any of his interviews that he has, but Michael Jai White. I'm gonna break it down the way he does. Bruce Lee was an incredibly skilled martial artist and incredibly skilled in the art of developing a martial art and practicing and all that. Chuck was a fighter. Chuck was a real, like, it's what Chuck did competitively. So both of them at their peaks, I'm going to give Chuck a slight edge in an actual combat situation, but it wouldn't surprise me either way, but I'm going to say Chuck.
See, I'm going with Walker, Texas Ranger as well. I am.
I mean, his beard will probably knock him out. You know, there's another fist under there.
As much as I think Bruce Lee's a talented motherfucker, the Nazi Empire surrendered the day after Chuck Norris was born. So top that, motherfucker.
You know, once upon a time, Chuck Norris got bitten by a cobra.
I love that.
And after 8 agonizing days of pain and excruciating situation, the cobra finally died.
That was in the Expendables 2, wasn't it?
Yep. Yeah. The Chuck Norris jokes never get old. I don't care what anybody says. I love hearing them. Rest in peace to both of them, though. Both of them are legends. John Wick or the dude from The Equalizer? I love the fact that you don't know his name.
John Wick.
But John Wick against anybody. Like, that character, the way he's written.
Okay. I want to phrase it like this. And yeah, I can't remember Denzel from what he was in The Equalizer. He was a badass when he could plan it out.
Yeah, he was a fucking monster in that movie. But
he could just 18 seconds, click, kill the whole room, click, and walk out the door. But I mean, John Wick could take a fucking beating. Like, look at John Wick 4. Just trying to get up a set of stairs. And he still got up for his duel.
Look at part 3, too. Like, part 2 where he shot off the building and everything else. And part 3. He gets shot and like the man's just indestructible. So I mean, quite literally, if you told me John Wick or the Terminator, I'm probably taking John Wick.
I would too.
Like, I'm probably taking John Wick. I segued here though. The Terminator or the Predator?
Terminator.
And they specified by saying adult predator. I guess by meaning like one of the ones who doesn't have to go on the hunts to prove himself anymore. He's already proven himself.
All the
bells and whistles. Yes. Yes.
I get that, but no, I'm going with the Terminator. I am. And I'm not going with the T-1000. I'm going with that liquid motherfucker from the second movie.
That is the T-1000.
No, I thought Arnie was.
No, T-1000 was the one with the liquid and all that stuff.
Okay. That's the one I'm going with.
Yeah, so they both get their edges from technology, if you will. That's where they're like really the Predator's advancements in those situations are all the technology he has. The cloaking, the laser thing, all the Terminator is gonna have better technology than him. So because of that, simply I'm gonna give the edge to the Terminator. But that's a pretty cool question actually. And a fight that I wouldn't have minded seeing in a movie at all.
Good point.
I would not have minded to see that in a movie, even a little bit. This one is Spider-Man or Batman?
Honestly,
if we're talking about a fight, like Spider-Man actually has powers and abilities.
Okay, but
Batman's Batman.
No, if you look at that, I get it. The freaky strength from the spider and everything that it gave to Peter Parker. Now, depending on which Peter Parker you want to go with, do you have the one that produces his own webs, or do you have the technologically Peter Parker? Irregardless, Bruce Wayne took on some of the biggest, baddest motherfuckers as a normal human.
So that's the old
things out.
that's the old joke, right? With Batman, if he has prep time, he can beat anybody, basically. Like if he can prep for the fight, if he knows who he's gonna fight,
Yeah.
he can beat anybody because he's the world's greatest detective and he knows their weaknesses and all that. So because no specification is made here about how this is happening, if you're just like, if they both know it's coming, I'm going to say Batman because I'm going to say he has something planned to stop Spider-Man doing his thing. If they just run into each other somewhere and a fight breaks out, you know,
Yeah, but okay.
probably still Batman.
Not trying to get too comic book geeky, but I mean, Bruce Wayne on his off hours spends studying how to beat people. You know, he's got a plan to kill everybody, for lack of a better phrase. So,
yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Probably Batman.
Yeah,
probably Batman.
That's exactly where I'm going.
2 of these left. This one actually had you listed, so
Woo-hoo!
I think it's because they know your fandom. Axl Rose or Freddie Mercury?
Freddie.
That's not even. I don't even think it's a hard one.
It's not even hard. Freddie. Hands
No.
down, Freddie.
Yeah. Axl had amazing potential. Don't get me wrong. Everybody knows how good Guns N' Roses is and could have, but they could have been even better. And he ruined a lot of that all on his own.
Axl.
Freddie to me is it. When we're talking about the greatest lead singers like in history of rock and roll, I think Freddie has to be in that conversation.
Freddie to me is the greatest, and this is simply why. He sold out Wembley Stadium 5 times, and we're talking old Wembley. Last time he sold it out, he was fucking dead. So, he wasn't auto-tuned. When he was dying of AIDS, he still put on amazing fucking concerts. Axl Rose couldn't even get out of the goddamn green room without doing something stupid. And when Axl had the chance when Guns N' Roses was touring with Metallica, when Hetfield got himself blown the fuck up, Axl was like, nah, fuck that, I want a beer. The fuck? Freddie'd be like, I got more time? Let's go, boys.
We'll just send a question to the NGL link now. I can't get to it now. Like, do you think I am talented enough to get to that and not somehow end this at the same time?
Dude, seriously, hands down, whoever wrote that Freddie, just absolute. He was a gift from the fucking gods.
Yeah, no, for me, it's Freddie all the way. Both were, both had their prima donna issues at one point in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Both did their things, but for me, it's really simple. Again, I think Freddie belongs on that very short list of the greatest to ever do it. And Axl was brought out to pay tribute to Freddie at a concert.
Yeah,
and
underwear, for God's sakes. No offense.
He tried to sound like Freddie. It wasn't even close. Like, it's just a different level, man. It's just a different level overall.
I still have a tribute concert downloaded, and every so often, I'll watch it. And I got to tell you, I understand Freddie a couple times on some DVDs that I have came out in his underwear and barefoot. Axl, no, you're just a meth head looking asshole with a powerful band behind you, and when you fuck that up, Guns N' Roses went downhill quick.
They did. It was unfortunate because the sky was the limit. Like, they could have literally taken over the world. But hey. Last one in the question, then it's about that time.
Hey, I got 4 to go through, so don't even cut them off yet.
Hulk or Superman?
I'm gonna go with Superman.
Goddamn right you are.
And here's why. They didn't specify which Hulk, so I'm gonna go with the Raging Idiot. Not like, Banner in there taking care of everything, or Gray Hulk, or this Hulk, or that Hulk. Superman thought about shit. He had unlimited godlike power because of the sun and knew how to hold it. Hulk just broke things. And that's my opinion. He just breaks things.
Listen, I know the whole Hulk, as he gets angrier, he gets stronger. I know all this stuff. All that being said, Superman makes Hulk he takes out Hulk. I promise you he does. Like, if he really wanted to, he could concentrate. Like, I think people forget everything you read about Superman. You have to remember, whoever he's fighting, he's holding back a little bit.
He's holding a lot back. I think the only one in the comics he never held back against.
Because he knows what he would do to people if he did it.
Yeah, he didn't hold back against Darkseid and oh god, I can't remember his name. The alien who broke his back. Oh my god.
That wasn't Darkseid? Oh no. God damn it.
Like in the Superman Batman movie, they turned General Zod into him, which I thought was fucked up, but
yeah, no. Why can't I remember? He's the one who killed Superman.
No, he put him out and he had to go underground and recover from the sun.
Right, but it was the death of Superman. That was the arc of it, though.
But that alien
son of a bitch, this is gonna drive me nuts now.
Oh no, I'm gonna fix it. Keep going.
It's gonna drive me absolutely fucking. But anyways, Superman holds back. Like, if you put him in a fight to the death, though, like if you tell him he has no other choice, Hulk's dead. I promise you, Hulk is dead. Like, it's not going to be pretty, you know. Like, Hulk struggled with Thanos, who didn't even have all of the gauntlet put together yet. Who the fuck was it?
I'm looking it up right now.
As soon as you say it, I'm going to get really angry because I know who it is.
Me too. That's going to be the problem. Doomsday.
Doomsday. God damn it. Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, Superman all day long. All day. Last one was, who wins in a fight? Dan or Chris?
Dan. I'm too fucking old.
I get Dan. No offense.
Dan, hands down. Dan, I'm too goddamn old. Now, if I catch him at range and I can put a bullet or two into him, I may have a chance. If he gets in close, I'm done.
I got Dan. I don't. You know what? Whatever happens, I just want to be somewhere to watch. That's.
Fuck you too. All right. Let's get these four, and then I've got one current event, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Okay, Gary. I don't know if you're still watching, but you seem to be Mr. Popular tonight, bro. And whoever wrote this, please learn how to spell. How do you feel about Ali, at being back? Gee, I don't know.
It's cool.
Right now.
I had Alley Cat products when back when he first did it. What the hell was the name of the one that I really liked? I can't remember it right now, but it was like a cologne. I'm a cologne guy. Everybody knows that.
1981.
Yes, thank you. I loved 1981. The butters were always great, and I got retro in recently, and their stuff is cool. So I know they're taking some of that over to Alley Cat now as retro's closing up.
Yeah.
I wish Gary nothing but the best. Him and Johnny are both good. They're smart. I'm sure they'll take care of business. So wish them nothing but the best of luck.
I'm happy it's back because I got sense back that I haven't had in a while, and I'm happy. So I really hope they become the beasts they were before. I really, really do.
I would love to see one thing come back from all the way back, like going all the way back in company archive here, right? All the way back to the Chesapeake days. And everybody knows what I'm going to say.
Got it?
Okay. Everybody knows everybody wants vitality back in their life. Like,
yes,
everybody wants it back in their life. So all we can do is hope one day that it comes back around. And beyond that, nothing but the best. I'm sure they're going to kill it. Congratulations to Alley Cat for being back.
And speaking of that, do you think it's time people get off the let's hate G-Lou train? I'm going to go first. I have no room in my heart for hatred for anybody right now, other than maybe the Kentucky Beardsman. But other than that, look, things happen, people move on, either they do or they don't. If you want to keep carrying things in your life that happened years ago, you are not going to be open for other things to bring you joy. The more you hold on to hate and stupid shit, the more you close yourself off to good things. So think about that.
Unfortunately, we all know that the hate train will never end because just look at the stuff that people send in here. Like, people love drama. People love anything that they think can cause controversy or piss somebody off or whatever. People just love to stir shit up. What I have learned is this: we can't control the dumb shit that people are going to say or the dumb shit that people are going to think and how they feel about us. But what we can control is how much power we give them in these situations.
Yep.
Like, the best advice I could give to Gary as far as dealing with these idiots in life: don't feed the trolls, bro. Don't give them anything. They do the dumb shit wanting you. Like, all the questions about Ken and stuff. They want me to lose my shit, and they want to have something they can send to him so that then when he goes live, he does the same thing, gets all pissed off, and then back and forth we go. Don't feed the trolls. You know what I mean? Treat them like Gizmo. After a certain hour, just shut them off.
I want to say it like this, and I want to give him credit because I think there's only two other people who know about what I'm going to say, and one of them sitting over there. When I had that guy slander me, I was fixing to go to war and burn everything down. G reached out and went, don't let him win, don't do this, do what G. Lou would do. And I couldn't resist. I went, so burn his house down and piss on the ashes? And Gary laughed. He goes, no. But just being able to do that with Gary got me out of that mindset, you know? And it's like, thank you. Which, because I left it alone, I'm enjoying watching this guy melt down because everyone's running away from him. And I can just kick back and go, ha ha. So, yeah, I have no room for hate. None. Just none. All right, we got two more. You ready?
Yep.
Oh, God, I hate these people. Pop quiz, hotshot. There's a bomb on a bus. This sounds familiar. Once the bus goes 50 miles an hour, the bomb is armed. If it drops below 50, it blows up. What do? Grab Sandra Bullock's ass and have fun.
They brought up John Wick. Somebody's got a fascination with Keanu Reeves. That's what this is. What do? I'd probably kiss my ass goodbye because,
Grab Sandra Bullock's ass. How many times are you going to do that before you die?
If I am on the bus and there's a bomb on the bus and if it goes below 50, we're dying. Like, that's the curse is there. Life is over. May as well just make the most out of it while we can.
I've watched you walk. You can't even move from one end of the bus to another when it's moving forward 50 or under, so we're good. Grab Sandra Bullock's ass. Join me.
I got to call my kids, so what do we got left?
All right, here's the last one. It says, Jersey Joe rocks. Chris, not so much. Don't give a fuck. I don't care. My kids like me, so fuck you. And they like me because I control the food. I
appreciate the kind words, though.
Dan, you weren't mentioned. I've got the photos, so I can send it to you, bro. You were not mentioned, or I would have said it. All right, here's your quick current event. And this one kind of pertains to you, Joe, because it's about an Italian.
Okay.
We all get pulled into news headlines. And I know the headlines are supposed to grab you right away, and they're supposed to pull you in to read the story. But once I saw the headline, I went, I'm done. Do you remember Michael Avenatti?
Mm-hmm.
Stormy Daniels' lawyer, right? You remember why he went to jail, right? He tried extorting Nike.
Yeah.
And they took him to court. If he was found guilty on everything, he would have had 328 years in jail.
Okay.
This is a man who, because of his counsel, Stormy Daniels is still paying Trump. He stole from disabled clients. But here's the headline that made me go, what the fuck? All-star anti-Trump aggravator Michael Avenatti moved to a halfway house.
The fuck is an all-star anti-Trump? What does that mean?
Remember how he's running around on every TV show going, I'm going to rip Trump out of that office. Basta! Yeah. I remember when people were thinking he was going to be the next president of the United States. Or how he was going to help Bob Mueller rip Trump out of office. But now you're living in a halfway house. But the whole thing with that current event is careful of your headlines. Don't get sucked into the bullshit.
How many times have you guys seen me post it by now? I post it quite often. You don't hate the media enough.
Thank you.
You don't. I promise you. I don't know when it'll happen, but it will happen. One day, it'll be, years from now. We'll all be old or gone or whatever. There will be literal stories written about how the mainstream media, multiple outlets, twisted narratives and played a game to turn everybody against each other, not because it was something that needed to be done, not because they were trying to help people, simply because it got them more views and more watch time. And that's all they give a shit about. You clicked on their stories. You went and searched up things. You spent an hour reading their fucking article, all because of the headline that they put up there. They know what they're doing. CNN knows, NBC knows, Fox, they all know you don't hate the media enough. They are playing a game. That's all it is to them. They don't give a shit if you're out in the streets burning everything down. You think they live in those homes? No, they go home to their $1 million fucking mansion in a gated community somewhere. They don't have to deal with any of that shit. Meanwhile, though, they're telling you, hey, do a great job. Go out there and burn your own neighborhood down.
Do you remember when the DNC got hacked a long time ago and all those emails leaked?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm glad you mentioned CNN. And no, I'm not picking on Italians today. I do love my Guido friends. That's all I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Cuomo goes on air and goes, it's illegal for you to read those emails. We will read them and we will tell you if there's anything you need to know.
Yep.
At that point, I went, well, now I got to go read the fucking things.
Yep.
Listen,
once upon a time, the news was this. It was simply this.
Cronkite.
Something happened. Okay, this is Walter Cronkite. Today, President Trump signed a new order that says this and does this. It affects these things. Next story. That was it. It was just the facts. What happened. And then they moved on with life. Now it's become a propaganda tool. And I'm not saying that it's one side doing it only. They all do it. Mm-hmm. They all do it. It's a game right now. And one day, I promise you, one day people are going to look back and go, wow, I got played like a fucking fiddle and didn't even realize it was getting done.
Yep.
But that's about all the time we have for this week, folks. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. Hopefully, Dan will be back up on his feet and hanging out with us then, too. Old man, thank you for surviving a little bit longer and hanging around.
My pleasure. Got to piss people off.
And until next time, all you snapperheads, y'all be safe. Take care of each other out there. And, have a great night.